Nowadays, central air conditioning are used everywhere. Thermal storage chiller is that it can absorb cool air during the night when cost of electricity is lower and can be used during afternoon or during peak hours when cost of electricity is higher. We start off with project sponsorship and major stakeholders. What are stakeholders? Stakeholders are any organization or individual, either external or individual, that has a stake or interest in the project. The stakeholders are our supervisor, which is Mr. Edwin Chung, and the judges, which are for engineering fair. Other than that, it is our supplier, which is the supplier for our PCM, which is acetic acid, and also the project sponsor, which is mainly Taylor's University, for providing us with materials that we need. Other than that, it is the team itself, which is the leaders and the team members. Customer and end users are also important for being the major stakeholders. Our risk management mainly involves our PCM, which is the acetic acid. Risk management is a planned and systematic process of identifying, assessing, controlling, and monitoring risk. Complexity assessment are also important for the process during the conduction of the project. There are two types of complexity assessment, which are technical and business attribute.
The estimated cost is 92 ringgit, which includes water pump, 15 cm3 icebox, or PCM, which is acetic acid, 5 1/2-inch copper tube and rubber tube. The estimated duration for this project is about 10 weeks time. Then, grant check is carried out to ensure that the project is carried out in a well-organized, timely manner. Now, the deliverables generated, we carefully structured it to a work breakdown structure, so that the deliverables have more of the chronological order. The responsibility chart is structured to provide an equal job distribution based on everyone's expertise. In the phase change materials, we have done a lot of research as well as trials and errors. Acetic acid is the one we found it to be the most suitable phase change material with the chemical formula of CH3COH. Acetic acid is chosen due to its perfect melting point of 17 degrees Celsius, and its phase changing time is around 1.5 hours, and also it has a weak acidity.
The material for the inner casing of our thermal storage chiller is Perspex. Perspex is a bad conductor of heat, so after the water inside is chilled by the PCM heat from the surrounding. Perspex is transparent. This allows us to monitor the situation inside the chiller while it is operating. Perspex is also easy to cut and shape into the case, that the Perspex is obtainable from lead for free. This is the design of the inner part of the chiller. The top part is to stop the hotter water from directly flow to the last section without contacting with the PCM. This will happen because while operating, the hot water from the inlet has low density and therefore it will flow to the highest point, so it will move through the chiller from the top part where there is no PCM at all.
The copper tubes are mainly used to contain the PCM. It's because copper is a good conductor of heat. Also, the tubes are cylindrical, ensuring that it has a higher ratio of surface area to volume of PCM. 5 tubes will be used, each containing roughly 100 ml of PCM. During each part of the project, we continuously make sure that what we are doing is related to our project and also according to plan. After each step, we track which step we are on the Gantt chart. After buying the materials that are required for the project, we check to make sure that our project was still within budget. There were a few last-minute changes in the project. One was the copper tube, which was originally supposed to be PVC pipes. Another last-minute change was that the PCM was changed from paraffin wax into acetic acid.
The main reason why we use icebox is that it is a good insulator to keep the water cold. Other than that, a pump is used connected with rubber tubes so that water is allowed to flow from the icebox to the thermal storage chiller. Proper documentation is done to prove that the project has been completed. We have prepared proposal, meetings, portfolio for our project, which has all the research and discussion with our supervisors. All of the receipts for the materials that we have bought are also kept properly. A manual is also made to show a brief process of how our thermal storage chiller is supposed to work and be installed to the central air conditioning system. Moving on, we had also gathered some feedback of our project performance and feedback from other people. Based on the schedule that was made, the project was completed on time. However, there were certain weeks where we have tests which caused lag to occur. As we didn't have enough time to search for copper tubes, we had to purchase from a shop at quite a high price. We should set up meetings more regularly. As some of our members have limited time and no transport out of campus, we can only host meetings during class. Communication to set up a time to work on a project should be done much earlier.